Gentlemen, I leave you to the tender mercies of GLaDOS.
Good evening.
Great. What the hell? Wayne?
This completes the first test of the contestants' poker faces. The bad news is you all failed miserably. The good news is you appear to be evenly matched. It appears you have lost all your chips. Oh well, it's only money. Your money. $20,000 of it. Right down the drain. I know something you don't know. Not about this hand, just generally. If you're folding because you're too embarrassed to admit that you've forgotten the rules, just nod your head. I promise not to tell anyone. You're lucky. If this had been an aperture experiment instead of a poker game, you'd be falling down a bottomless pit right now. A judicious poker player knows the importance of a well-timed fold. And then there's you. The player is eliminated again. Would you like to hear something funny? Everyone at the table has won a tournament. Everyone except you. I just thought you should know that. I've scanned over 200 million poker tournaments for a replication of your current strategy and found 0 results. So you're a pioneer now. I'll miss you. At least I think I will. I won't know until you actually leave. So go. Now. Excuse me, I have to take this. Something or someone appears to be exploding back at the lab.
You know, I've met a lot of robots, but I don't think I've ever come across one with trans-dimensional cell phone coverage.
Yeah, well, that's the least of Robot Girl's secrets.
We're not talking crying game secrets, are we?
Not even close. Way I hear it, when GLaDOS was plugged in, she went cuckoo bananas and wiped out the scientists that created her.
You'd be amazed how many robots do that.
And now she haunts the lifeless labs of aperture science, performing inhuman experiments on anyone unlucky enough to fall into her mechanical clutches.
That is so hot!
False alarm, everyone. The explosions turned out to be implosions, which are much easier to contain. Did I miss anything?
Nope.
Nada.
No.
Did you know that the term blinds was coined by a blind poker player in the 19th century? Of course you didn't, because it's a lie. In any event, I'm upping the blinds to 1,200 and 2,400. It's a mathematical certainty that 80% of you are going to lose tonight, and 100% of you will eventually die. Math is fun, don't you think? Mr. Trapp has been eliminated from the tournament.
Okay, guess that's it. I'm dead. Hey, where's the regeneration tunnel?
We don't do that here, but I can make a whooshing noise if that will make you feel better.
Crap.
Brock Samson has been eliminated.
Wow, I really didn't see this coming.
I did, but I didn't want to ruin the surprise. Surprise. I probably would have raised in your situation, but I probably also would have jumped off a building, so perhaps I'm not the best source of advice. Although usually a sign of a weak hand, a check can also be used to disguise a stronger hand. In your case, I'll assume it's a sign of confusion. We've gone several hands without a showdown. Either you've suddenly become better poker players, or I've accidentally introduced serotonin uptake inhibitors into the ventilation system.
You know, I love a moody noir setting as much as the next hard-boiled cop-like guy, but do you think you could turn up the lights a little? I'd like to get a better look at the cockroaches nibbling my toes.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Sam. And those aren't cockroaches.
Can't or won't?
Management froze me out of the lighting systems after I created a strobe effect to induce seizures in a bus full of Freemasons. It was an illuminating experiment.
You made that up just for the pun, didn't you?
Maybe. Say cheese.
There's something I don't get about this whole tournament.
I can tell from the way you're playing.
No, I mean, what's in it for the inventory? They're not taking a cut of the buy-in, so why go through all the trouble to set up these tournaments?
Allow me to browse their business plan. It appears that the inventory makes its money by streaming poker tournaments on the internet for the amusement of the masses. I guess the owner thought the four of you would be amusing, which, when you think of it, is rather amusing. In a metatextual kind of way. The blinds have been increased to 264 and 4C8 in base 23. I'll give you a minute to work that out before I deal the next hand. This tournament is giving me an overwhelming sense of déjà vu. Oh, now I remember. It's just like that time my lab rats fought over a piece of cheese. The funny thing is, the rats didn't really need to eat the cheese. They were just conditioned to want the cheese by weeks of electrical stimulation. In the end, they killed each other, and the cheese was eaten by one of the human test subjects. He died too, because the cheese was